All right. Today we're starting off at the Mosquito Fleet Winery in Belfair, Washington. We're going to take a little tour down North Shore Road. It is the western or north side. Come on. There we go. Western side of the Hurd Canal. It's a pretty nice road. It twists all the way down to, I guess, is Tohoya area and Dewato. But we'll be turning on Hurd Road, which is one of the twistier roads in the county. It goes uphill, kind of crazy. Anywho, this is the North Shore Road, or Highway 302 or 303 or 300. Maybe I ought to look that up. Always called it the North Shore. Also on our tour today, we'll be questioning the second-hand bike market. I watched a fella do a video in the UK recently about the second-hand market in the UK, used bikes, and what's selling and what isn't. Last year and a half, I think, I've sold maybe 6 bikes. Some running, some not, some projects, some collectibles. Most of them have been under $2,000. Now that was the same range as this fella in the UK found. It was under 2,000 pounds. Bikes were selling, but anything over that, up to new, wasn't selling. It's kind of a funny thing. I mean, people are wanting to buy a new bike so they get the warranty, they get whatever other perks come with that, you know, straight from a dealership. You are actually paying more for all that good stuff. But, you know, is it worth it if it's just a fun toy bike? Mine's kind of a fun toy bike. I don't commute anymore on my bikes. I used to commute to work years ago. When I was in the Navy and on the East Coast, I used to drive up and down the East Coast, go sightseeing and beach hopping and stuff on my bikes. It was pretty fun. But so if you do want a new commuter bike, I can see paying new prices, but the market in between there, 2 to 6, 8, 10,000. I mean, you can get a newer, smaller displacement bike for 5 or 6 grand. One of these is 2019 Tiger. I picked this one up for $9,000, and I've seen them listed with the bags and a few goodies for about $11,000 or $12,000. Same year, 18, 19, or even 20, 2020. So I think I got a pretty good deal on mine, and I only had 2,200 miles on it. But yeah, the market in between there. Last year I sold a 1978 Kawasaki KZ400 for $400. I think I paid $300 for it. I put a new set of tires on it, did some cleaning, kind of got it running. Hey, that's an old Corvette? Yeah, old Stingray. You know, I kind of got most of my money back. I sold a Yamaha VMAX in 1985, the first year model. I got that from a friend on trade doing some work on his house. I did some continuous gutters for him. He said, hey, do you want to trade for the bike? And I said, the bike? What bike? I'm thinking bicycle, you know. Something I got to pedal? Hell no. I don't do that anymore. It seems I pedal a stationary bike occasionally, but anyway, he said, no, it's in the garage. He's a New Zealander, a great guy, hell of a character. I met him through my mini club. He's building a VTEC Mini. Anywho, he opens his garage, it's just full of stuff, and underneath a sleeping bag, a jacket, some blankets, some dead clothes was a 1985 Yamaha VMAX. Stunning bike. It got about 12,000 miles on it, so low mileage for a bike that's, you know, 30 odd years old at the time. So I said, yeah, you sure? He said, yeah, I also take this and take that. And I'm like, oh boy, I'll come back with my trailer. I went back, picked it up, and needless to say, I got hell of a deal, and he just wanted to make sure it went to a good home, that someone was going to fix it up and make it usable again. I did just that. I put new tires on it, new battery, new clutch, master cylinder, a couple other little things, but sold that easily for just under 3,000. He could have gone for more, but it was sold and done. The guy was super happy with it. I sold a 1983 Honda Magna. I kind of broke even on that one, but that bike just, it's like this. It's super comfortable, lots of power, disc brake on the back, double disc on the front, center stand, all the things I wanted in the bike was the Magnas. I've had a few of them, and that one was just, the 83 is the most powerful, 0 to 60 in just a hair under 3 seconds. You know, top speed 165 if you're that brave on a cruiser. Anyway, I sold that. I sold a Norton Commando, 1971 Norton Commando, in pieces. It was a rolling frame. Actually, I think the back wheel was off, so it was a front rolling frame. Sold that for $5,000 sitting there by itself, and that's exactly how much I paid for it. Bought it from a lady in Bainbridge Island up here in Washington, and took it apart, cleaned up a lot of stuff. I think I included one new tire with that, so you know, a couple $100 there. So I kind of made about even on that one, minus my labor. But what else did I sell? Oh, 1985 Honda Nighthawk S, the 700S model. Great bikes, really fun to ride, real peppy. I think 85 horsepower out of a 700. Very light and nimble bike, but it did not have a title. When I bought it, the guy gave me a copy of the title, and it wasn't legitimate. So I sold it without a title, and the guy says, I don't care, I got titles for other things, I'll just mix and match them. Hey, that's up to you. Do what you want, it's on you. So that went for a pretty reasonable price too. I think I paid $600 for it, because the guy wanted like 12, and I said, this title's no good, you know, and I talked him down, and I ended up selling it for, I think, $750. What else did I have? Oh, I had a Rocket, 2005 2300cc Rocket. I bought that from a guy in Bellingham, Washington for $5,000, and it had got 5,000 miles on it. Very carefully taken care of by the original owner. Original owner passed away, left it to his son-in-law. Son-in-law didn't ride bikes, was moving out of the state, sold it to me cheap. I rode that for about a year and a half, almost 2 years, and I didn't like the weight of the bike. 800 pounds dry, plus me on it. It was just, that's a whole lot of heavy bike. And when you come to a stop, even though the seat was low, it was still kind of a pain. So I sold that to a local guy for a good profit, because I got it for such a deal. And the bike was pristine, it came with 3 seats. You know, the tires were still good, everything was just in beautiful shape. Presently I'm selling a 2012 Bonneville T100. Now that's the catch right there. It's just in that price bracket that's not desirable, or I must have just caught the market with the Rocket, because I sold that one for just under 7,000. Then again, that's a lot of bike. If you've ever ridden a Rocket, holy crap, hold on, you know, they are amazing torque. You can put it in 5th gear from a dead stop and wind it on and it'll go. It will slowly creep out on you. But yeah, that one sold, I think, to the first guy that came out. He paid me asking price. But yeah, the Bonneville, I just can't seem to sell. I don't know if it's just the market for the T100s. I mean, it is a basic model, but I'm asking right now $6,200 for it. It just seems to be not the right market, or the used bike market is slumping. Now, I don't know if it's the same in your area. Wherever you are, let me know. I responded to the guy that was asking the same question in the UK, you know, what's your market like? And I told him, yeah, our market seems to be slow. And I'm just curious, you know, wherever you are, you know, let me know. Are we all suffering this slow used bike middle range, you know, gap in sales? Anyway, we'll see what happens in the future. I'm not just going to give away my Bonneville. I am, however, going to go up a crazy steep road here in a minute. This is still North Shore Road. You can see we're on the Hurd Canal. Pretty view from over here. The other side of the road, or other side of the canal, is South Shore. I went down that on another cruise. I think I'll stop up here in a little bit and see if I can get a view. But this side doesn't get the sunshine in the afternoons. This hill to the right of me blocks all these places in the afternoon from the sun. But the other side, they're getting this nice sunsets. So this side, in the wintertime, it's more sunny or a bit brighter, but this time of year, they lose the sun early. Well, earlier than the other side. Anyway, yeah, this little road I'm going to take, it's Hurd Road. It goes just crazy uphill in about 14 pretty sharp turns, a couple of hairpins, and we'll take that and hopefully get a view from up there as well. Okay, we're coming up onto Hurd Road, or Canyon Drive. I think it's Canyon Drive at this point, yeah. So way down in gear. Second might even be too high. It's suddenly uphill. This is probably the steepest road in Belfair. Tawana Falls is pretty much like this, but not as long. Just got to keep rolling. You can't slow down too much. Speed limit 15. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing too much more than that. Ooh. Oh, I'm doing 16. Oh, how about that? A little bit of gravel on the road. You got to watch out for that. I think when I come down, I'll stop and take a couple pictures just to fill in the blanks. That's the view coming down. You can see down below to the road below you. The sharpest turn here, I think. First gear, nicely handled. That's the bulk of the steep stuff. The area up here is called Belfair View Estates. That's on their sign there. Belfair View Estates. Total burn ban in effect. Burn ban should be off soon. We've had rain on and off this last month. And most people out here have little bonfires or they have their burn pits. Some still have burn barrels, which have been apparently outlawed. Because the barrel tips over and rolls down the hill and catches someone else's property on fire. We have a burn pit at our place. Kind of a pit. Anyway, we also do a Guy Fawkes night. Great time to have a fire out here because it's pissing down rain all the time. The ground's wet and we cover up our fire until we're ready to burn. We have a pretty good Guy Fawkes night fire. Not your average thing in Western Washington, USA, but we are an English family. We still stick to a lot of our silly traditions, and we still buy British autos. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and like, and ride safe.